Franchise. Ultimate Team. Franchise. Franchise. Franchise.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Franchise. Custom franchise. Franchise. Franchise.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New York Jets behind 39-year-old quarterback Josh McCown as they get set to match up with Tyrod Taylor and the Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And the defense for New York.
I wanted to highlight the back end of this defense and especially focus in on the safety duo of Jamal Adams and Marcus May. Adams, their 1st-round pick. May, their 2nd-round pick, and both had tremendous rookie seasons. Both can play free safety or strong safety. I call them mirrors. What one is doing, the other is doing the opposite.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hyde on 1st. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And New York set to take the field. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
First down, a run with Hyde. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about?
Now let's go.
The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Ball start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Back 9
following the penalty. Chubb powers through it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Leopard.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But He did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
McCown now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a run. This is below Powell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McCown. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Mayfield toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Hot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
On the counter, this is high. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Bilal Powell's numbers on the ground a week ago. 13 carries, 51 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCown now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now McCown to try again after the pick six. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 21-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Working from the gun, McCown. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun here for McCown. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCown going to throw. Fighting down past the 45. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 51 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, here's McCown. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's McCown to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Hot.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
New York set to take the field. So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start this with a run for power, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
McCown throwing on second. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now McCown. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCown. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. McCown will try again on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now McCown. He's got Curse. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this 1st half. And it's a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is the running back, Powell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jamie Collins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now, making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A give. This is Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Now let's go. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green 39. Leopard. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
To throw, Mayfield. And it'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. He got 29 yards that time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Browns continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Ardarius Stewart now in the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They start the drive with a give to Powell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. McCown to throw on second down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The final shot before half from McCown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally on Sunday Night Football, new Lions coach Matt Patricia faces his former boss as Detroit hosts New England at Ford Field. In our game, we've seen a solid performance out of the rookie Baker Mayfield. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
McCown now on first down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
McCown now, 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now is McCown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. They fake the give. Now McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
They go again with Powell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Regular, here we go. Down, set. Ready, hut.
From the gun, it's McCown. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Here we go. Down. Ready, hut. Ready, hut. Down, good.
McCown now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry. Down, set. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, over the ball. Down, set. Ready, hut. Ready, hut.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted number 1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
On 4th down, here's the Jets' new kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
right, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game.
And now it's blocked.
Yeah, baby, that's all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Hot.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Browns are pouring it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a carry for Powell. Space to maneuver at the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, McCown throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first is McCown. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Powell. And down to the 36-yard line here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking from the gun, McCown. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him. But that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 31, check 31. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot, hot.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
56, lucky 56. Hot, hot.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the right side, incomplete to Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
Now Mayfield. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot, hot.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a game for the rookie Baker Mayfield. 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Nelson, go! Check, 53, Mike. Check, 53. Nelson, go!
Shotgun here for McCown. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now McCown. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. McCown giving to Powell on the draw. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. They run, Chubb, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
A run for Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Take 4. Hot.
Mayfield looks to throw. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Fights loose. And it is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. McCown going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCown looks to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's McCown again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see at back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
Following the penalty, Chubb shedding the tackle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
The Browns on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patrick.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Better freak. Let you know right now, you better freak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the guns. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.